After recruiting Exodus guitarist Kirk Hammett to replace Dave Mustaine, they recorded a blistering debut album, Kill 'Em All, so named in response to the record company executives who had failed to show any interest.
The album Kill 'Em All with Kirk's guitar playing sounds so much better than the demos, in my opinion. I mean, when I listen to the demos, I mean, I don't even know how they got signed because they just sound so awful compared to what was on the album, which was very polished and had all this speed and aggressiveness. I mean, my first turn onto them was when I heard Kill 'Em All. That album changed my life. I mean, I used to think the heaviest thing in metal was like Iron Maiden, pre-Sabbath, and when I heard Kill 'Em All, everything that I thought was heavy was considered obsolete. I mean, this made Iron Maiden sound like the Bee Gees.
They hooked up with Johnny Z, with Megaforce Records, and he was probably one of the strongest of the independents at the time, and he pushed them. He pushed them like, crazy. And plus they just, at that time it was just exploding. They got their demo out early, so a lot of people from all the underground had already heard about them. They probably put out 2,000 demos, worldwide, through the tape trading. It's, it's a nice little network, and I think by doing that groundwork and then just being pushed and having the records, on the shelves, when they did, it just really took off. And they, and then of course they got on good tours, early on, and they were out there. You got to get as much exposure as you can,
It just exploded in the underground. They toured extensively across the states, and and got Kill 'Em All was doing like 65,000 copies worldwide, and on a tiny little label, that was really, really good.
Kill 'Em All is an all-time great record. It's just still astonishing to this day. You can reel the songs off now: Motorbreath to Phantom Lord, to No Remorse, to Seek and Destroy, to Whiplash, to Four Horsemen, to Jump in the Fire, and they're all great numbers, and immediately how each one of them sounds. And the thing is that although Metallica's power and extremity now is certainly diminished because so much has changed in the last 2 decades, what's left are great songs, very well played and extremely well constructed, and performed with a real sense of verve and style by the band who really felt they were on the verge of something great. Kill 'Em All became, as it were, an all-time great thrash album, but it was more than that. It turned metal on its head